Have you ever had the idea that you might be becoming a criminal from your use of marijuana?
No, never. Never. Never.
Fritz has always been a criminal.
And in fact, I think it positively discriminates me from being a criminal.
Oh, here in Holland there is no morale on the use of cannabis.
It's just tolerated, period. Yeah. Do you think marijuana is self-destructive?
Marijuana isn't self-destructive.
It's not self-destructive?
No. In fact, it is very constructive.
Can you think of any reason why it should be illegal?
Well, it should be illegal.
Yes.
Well, I don't think it should be illegal.
Why not?
Because, well, for instance, if you compare the drug with alcohol,
yeah,
it is less destructive.
Mm-hmm. Can you like use marijuana, let's say in the evening, and the next morning wake up and go to work without any problem?
Yes, I smoke it before I go to work, sometimes during lunch breaks at work.
Mm-hmm. And you don't think it hurts your performance at all?
No, I think it's bad for you than most other things people take.
But you shouldn't smoke it during work, because then you get the real heavy high effect. And then I might make mistakes, and those mistakes might turn out dangerous for my patients.
So you feel you can regulate your own use of it yourself, based upon your own experience?
Yeah. It's the most harmless drug there is, really. People know that over here.
Kief is the way the Moroccans smoke it, and what they do is they take the tops of the female plant and they clean it real well, take all the seeds and hard pieces out, and then they chop it up real fine, and they mix it with a little bit of tobacco. They take, you know, the raw tobacco leaf and they chop up a little bit to make it give the taste better. It's more for the taste. And they smoke it in these long pipes with a nerve ball at the end. And you drink a glass of mint tea with it, and you smoke a pipe and you talk. It's fun. It's completely different from all the other drugs in as far as it's not poisonous. Most drugs like alcohol and heroin and all that other stuff, they're all poisons. I mean, they're in smaller or bigger quantity are definitely lethal. And the difference with marijuana, it doesn't cause any reaction in your body. It's not toxic, so you don't produce any antitoxics. Therefore, there is no addiction, no physical addiction, and it's not damaging. I mean, I've never experienced any damaging effects of it.
These days, I do get the impression that the typical Dutch mom and pop is relatively tolerant towards marijuana, most of them anyway.
Yes, through the years, you know, they see that there's no really bad things happening with it, and they don't make any problems with it. The thing is that most people, most average kind of people, they don't really know what it is about. They have not any real information. The only thing they hear in the media is this generalization of drugs, and drugs has a very negative meaning. You know, it's alcohol and drugs. Well, this is ridiculous. I mean, alcohol is just as much as a drug as all the other mind-altering substances. You know, and if you talk about drugs, then you talk about everything. But if you talk about marijuana, you talk about marijuana. So you don't say drugs, you say marijuana. I think that the nice effect of marijuana is that it's a peaceful drug compared to all the aggressive drugs like alcohol and amphetamines, cocaine and so on. There is in all layers of society you will find people who smoke, and they're all, you know, doing a perfect good job of their work, and they have families and kids, and they still smoke.
They pay their taxes.
They pay their taxes. Yes.
Can you think of any reason why any country should imprison people for the use of marijuana or hashish?
No, I think this is absolutely criminal. They used to, you know, to execute people for drinking coffee or something like that. You know, and this is just as...
Well, when I started smoking joints, my mother asked me, well, what is it anyway? And you know, they say it's told that it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But then I told her, well, marijuana is a soft drug, and it's not dangerous. It's not more dangerous than drinking alcohol, which is a hard drug.
So you knew the danger.
I knew the danger, yeah. It's using a drug is dangerous, like using any drug, like coffee, tea, or alcohol, or
cigarettes.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that you're a threat to society?
In what way? If I'm stoned, I'm very relaxed. I'm no harm. Very nice person. I'm not dangerous.
Natasha, do your parents know that you smoke marijuana?
Yes.
What do they think?
Well, my mother was a little bit shocked when she found out, but she knows that I go to school, I do all my other things, and...
You don't have any problems with it, you don't think?
No.
So she's happy.
Like I say, you make it a problem if you want to, and if you don't want to, you just do your daily things, live your normal life, and use it as a relaxation.
What were the circumstances, Natasha, in your first use of it?
Well, my brother and I went jogging, and he was just back from Spain, and we have a half-sister in Norway, she died from heroin. So we were quite against everything, smoking, alcohol, everything was wrong.
Right.
And then he told me that he had been smoking hashish for 2 weeks in Spain, so I was a little bit shocked. And then he said, yeah, we must do it once. So I said, okay, and I said, when? And then he said, now. And so we went to the bunkers over there.
Yeah.
Now, I was afraid of the police because I thought it isn't allowed and it was drugs. And
So even way down here, south of Rotterdam, in what is generally considered a rural area, like out in the boonies, out in the sticks, the police are also quite liberal here?
Yes. I go to school, I live my life, I eat normally, I have my exercise, I study, and so the other one drinks a glass of wine and we take our joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think alcohol is even worse than marijuana.
So Elsa, you also sometimes grow your own marijuana here at the house, don't you?
Yeah, for 3 years now.
Do you have fun growing it?
Yeah, it's very nice. Every year it goes better. So.
When was this picture taken?
Oh, I think 3 years ago. It's from my first plant.
That's your first plant?
Yeah.
This is last summer?
Yeah.
And that's you in the picture?
Yeah, we went on vacation and my mother had changed the garden and so there were no plants in it. And
so you had a lot of space to grow?
Yeah, I put all my plants in there, and when I came back they were very big.
And concern for drug abuse leads to what I call a very positive, constructive social action, not towards repression. Because I think
neither of you are drug users, correct?
No, not at all.
What is your opinion of the Dutch government's tolerant attitude towards soft drugs and soft drug users?
Well, I think it's a good way of trying to prevent hard drug use, actually.
Well, I would think it's a very good idea, given that it's something which you can actually see to work. In that, obviously, the fact that soft drugs are available, people don't feel pressurized in any way about choosing them, and you don't see problems in their use. It's just something that people use if they want to, and don't interfere with anyone else, and it doesn't cause problems here, particularly here in the city. You'd notice it otherwise.
When the government say don't use drugs because it's evil,
right?
You know, and it's forbidden.
Right.
You want to have drugs. You want to try it.
They put their intention on hard drugs.
Yeah, their intention.
Not on soft drugs, and soft drugs is really not as bad as hard drugs. So I I accept the fact that they put their intention on hard drugs, not in fact on soft drugs.